Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Transformers review. But before I get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here and are not a subscriber of Patriot Prime Reviews, please hit that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Also, make sure and visit my sponsor, Toyhax.com. Toyhax provides reproduction and upgrade decal sets for Transformer toys from Generation 1 to the latest modern figures. Make sure and stop by the Toyhax Armory, where they can equip your figures with new weaponry in multiple colors, and Toy Stages provides backdrops for figure displays and photography. Each purchase with Toyhax earns you RoboCents that can be used for future purchases. You can check your balance anytime in your cart. Toyhax is a company run by collectors for collectors. So check out Toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. And tell them Patriot Prime sent you. Now, on to the review. The featured box in this video is the brand new Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Seeker Elites Dirge and Ramjet. I am so happy to get these in my collection. These, I believe, were announced and released for sale on Amazon on July 17th. I was off that day with my finger just hovering over that buy it now button when it appeared on Amazon, and I am so happy to have this set in my collection. Now, taking a quick look at the box, you've got some great box art right here of Dirge and Ramjet sweeping in over the forest, opening fire on the Ark. And you got Thrust right there. Watch him be some crazy exclusive as well. But anyway, art looks fantastic. On the side of the box here, you've got the Earthrise artwork. And on the back, you've got Ramjet and Dirge, both in robot and vehicle modes. This looks great. I love Amazon's exclusive boxes with all the artwork on it. I love this. So now, without further ado, let's get this duo cracked open and see if they are well worth the wait. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Now, once you get Dirge and Ramjet all open and out of the packaging, you'll see they do come with a sheet of instructions, and as usual, these instructions are very well illustrated and very easy to follow. Of course, if you have any of the other Earthrise Seeker molds, you're going to know how to transform these guys. They also come with 4 null rays, and all these null rays are exactly the same. So let's go ahead and get them attached to Dirge and Ramjet and take a closer look at the figures themselves. Now, as I said earlier, both Dirge and Ramjet share the same Seeker mold as Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp, though there are a few parts that have been retooled. So let's bring in Earthrise Starscream so I can quickly show off the differences. Of course, the first thing you'll notice is the new head sculpts. After all, these are the cone heads. Also, Dirge and Ramjet have their wings on the legs opposed to the wings on the back. And right here, these knee sections, Dirge and Ramjet both get extended knee guards. So that's about it as far as the retools are concerned. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Dirge first. I love the looks of this guy. I love his collar scheme. Dirge was always my favorite of the cone heads. Taking a closer look at his head sculpt, nicely painted. He's got some evil red eyes right there, but he has that weird screaming face that they gave Skywarp. I don't get that. I don't like the screaming look on my Transformers. I like just a plain stoic or smirking look. Not a fan of this. Nice paint applications though. You've got some gold right here with some red triangles. Let's see, paint down here on the knees, purple, red, and yellow, black there. I love the gold wings. Nice Tamper-Graph Decepticon logo right there. The guy looks great. I dig the orangish looking cockpit right there. Really good looking figure. Right there, the wings on the back. These are actually the tips of the wings in jet mode. Nose cone hanging off the back. All in all, a really good looking figure. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, can look up and down, do a complete 360. Arms up and down, can do a complete 360 as well, but will hit the wing there on the back. There's also an elbow bend, elbow rotation, though mine is really tight. No wrist swivel, no waist swivel. The legs go in and out, up and down. This section right here will move up to allow more range of motion with the legs. There is a knee bend. There is a rotation, but that's up here at the hip instead of the knee itself, and ankle tilts. And I forgot to mention another difference right here with these two, Dirge and Ramjet. There's no tail fins. As you can see, Starscream has tail fins attached to his feet. Dirge and Ramjet do not. So all in all, I really like the looks of Dirge. I love the collar scheme on the guy. Just not a fan of the screaming face. Taking a look at Ramjet now. Ramjet also looks fantastic. Very Generation 1. Great face sculpt. I love that. He just looks kind of like a bouncer, just like a thug, which is what he was in Generation 1. Nice evil red eyes right there. He has the gold with red triangles too up there on the pylons. Same articulation with the guy. Nice collars right there on the legs. He looks awesome. There's also a tamper-graphed Decepticon logo right there. These guys look great. Now, let's get them transformed into vehicle mode. Now, the transformation is exactly the same as the other Seeker molds, with just a little bit of a difference. So we're going to transform Dirge on camera just to show what those differences are. Now, first thing we're going to do is flip the wrist up here, bring this section up. Now you want to make sure this little black piece here is pointed straight. Fold this down, they collapse onto each other. So you have the arm looking like that. We'll go ahead and do that here on the other side. Get that down in there, flip that up. So now we have the arms looking like this. Now we're going to fold the chest down. You kind of have to squeeze these in to unpeg these from the pylon section. Bring that down like so. You're going to bring Dirge's head up, the nose cone up, and the nose cone just fits right over the head. Now, originally I thought that maybe the gap here in the nose cone was a little different than the other Seekers. It is not. I got Starscream right here once again. There's no difference in that gap. So just in case you're wondering, they didn't make any modifications to the nose cone. So you will snap that into place, bring the nose cone out, flip it around, and then lock the nose cone in place for the jet. Now you're going to bring the arms, fold those in, like so, then collapse the chest back over where it was, locking it into place right over these tabs. Now with my Dirge, one tab locks securely, this side does not. So little QC error right there. I mean, I've tried and tried, it just does not connect. Now as far as the legs go, you're going to bring the legs, open these sections up here, tab the legs together. You got these two tabs here. If I can line it up. And now you just collapse the legs in. There's tabs right here that fit into slots there. I love how tight these figures are. There we go. Snap that into place. You're going to bring the feet, fold those together. And now right here, these extra long knee sections. With the other Seekers, you had to flip this section down, put the legs in, and then fold that over. This time, they just fold over just like that. Now, as far as the wing section here is concerned, you're going to bring this down, line it up with the other wings, and there you have Dirge in jet mode. Now we'll take the null rays, and you can attach the null rays either to the wings here or underneath there to the leg, or in that hole on the leg. I like attaching it to the wings. I lost a null ray. And there we go. There is Dirge in jet mode. Now let's go ahead and transform thrust so we can do a jet mode comparison. In their jet mode, this dastardly Decepticon duo looks just as great as they did in robot mode. Once again, we'll take a look at Dirge first. As I said, Dirge was my favorite of the Coneheads back in the day. I just love this jet mode. It is so sleek, very futuristic looking. Great tampograph Decepticon emblems there on the wings. And check out the details. The molded details on his jet are fantastic. I love the looks on those wings. He looks great. The orange cockpit really stands out. Lots of molded details all over. A fantastic looking jet mode. Once again, no landing gear whatsoever. And the way the legs transform here, he kind of sits up at an angle. Actually, both these guys do. And taking a look at Ramjet now, another fantastic looking jet. Let's squeeze him together a little better there. Now with Ramjet, you can actually see a seat there in the cockpit. I can't really make it out. Yep, there it is on Dirge, but Ramjet, it really pops, probably because of the white plastic in there. And I love the fact these guys have black nose cones now. Looks really, really good. Ramjet's got Decepticon logos tampographed on his wings as well. Lots of great molded detail on him also, but not as stand-outish, if that's a word, as you see on Dirge. But still, looks really, really good. And now for a comparison, there we have Dirge and Ramjet. Let's see if I can get him in there with Starscream, along with Thundercracker and Skywarp. Now, all we need is thrust. And now for a quick Generation 1 comparison, here they are with their 1980s counterparts. Now, before I move on to robot mode comparisons, I want to point out that the wings on these guys are articulated. They can move in and out. I got zinged in my Starscream review for not mentioning that. And what is this? There's a little bit of bleed out right here on Dirge's wing. Hopefully that's not from me. So I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if I can clean that off or what. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, about 5 minutes later and some goo gone and the red stain is off. Like I said, I've checked myself. I've got no cuts or bleeding or anything. I don't know where that came from. Maybe my Dirge is cursed. Oh well, he's cleaned up now. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here is the Amazon exclusive Transformers Earthrise Dirge and Ramjet with Generation 1 Megatron, Generation 1 Dirge and Ramjet. Now, as much as I like the unified null ray look that the Earthrise Seekers have, I wish a third-party company, say Toyhax Armory, would give these guys more of a G1 weapon. As you can see, Dirge here has some kind of missile, and Ramjet has this giant bomb attached to his arm. So I think it would be really cool if these two could have kind of Generation 1 throwback weapons. Transformers Classics Dirge and Ramjet, and fellow Earthrise Seekers Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. The Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Seeker Elite Dirge and Ramjet 2-pack is a must-have. These guys are a great addition to your collection and look great with the other Seekers. I love the Coneheads. I love the futuristic jets, and these guys are spot on to their Generation 1 cartoon counterparts. I do wish they had their G1 weaponry, but that's just a minor nitpick because I do love the unified look of the null rays as well, because that is also very cartoon accurate. I think the new head sculpts on these guys is great. Jet modes are fantastic, especially Dirge. There is so much detail with Dirge. This is a great set of figures, and I am so happy to add them into my collection. Now, let's hurry up and add Thrust to the group. And hopefully he'll be a regular retail release and not some hard-to-find exclusive that you can only order through SkyMall. So there you go, guys, the Transformers Amazon exclusive Seeker Elite, Dirge, and Ramjet. So, does the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Seeker Elite 2-pack of Dirge and Ramjet belong in your collection? Absolutely. I love these figures. They have great robot modes, great jet modes. The only complaint I have is Dirge's face. I don't understand why Hasbro is giving these Transformer figures screaming faces. I don't get it. But that's just a mild complaint. Other than that, these two are perfection. I couldn't be happier. And I really hope Thrust isn't some near impossible to find exclusive that you just have to sell your soul to get. And speaking of which, I hope if you missed out on the first run that Amazon or Hasbro produces a second run so you guys can pick these up. I know they're sold out right now, and hopefully you guys can get them because, like I said, these are highly, highly recommended and they belong in your collection. Now, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new reviews. Once again, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!